Good evening. We are about to begin our processional. To enable everyone to have a better view of the graduates and possible photo opportunities, please remain seated. I would like to welcome everyone to the Potosi High School commencement ceremony for the graduating class of 2024. We are very excited to be involved in this very special night in these young people's lives. Graduation is a major milestone and celebration. Tonight is something that these graduates can be very proud of, and sharing this moment with family and friends makes it even more special. Graduates, as you move through tonight and the future, I ask you not to concentrate on the past, but rather the limitless opportunities that stand before you. Regardless of the pathway you choose going forward, the military, the workforce, or additional education, I challenge you to not merely let these opportunities happen to you, but rather to seize these opportunities with determination and drive to shape your future in the way you want it. Best of luck.
At this time, I would like to introduce our salutatorian, Ms. Mara Vogelsberg. Mara is the daughter of Steve and Angie Vogelsberg. She is a graduate with a 4.02 weighted GPA. While in high school, Mara was a valued member of the volleyball team for 3 years and the softball team all 4 years. She was also a member of NHS, FBLA, SAD, the Environmental Club, Student Council, and the FFA. Mara will be majoring in psychology at UW-Whitewater this fall. Please welcome Ms. Mara Vogelsberg.
Thank you, Mr. Epinoff, for the introduction. Good evening, friends, classmates, and teachers. This speech is a perfect representation of how I completed most of my assignments. I procrastinated. I procrastinated until I got stressed out, then my anxiety forced me to simply get moving. In fact, I actually wrote the majority of this speech on the bus ride home from a softball game. So please bear with me. As we all sit together here for one last time, I wanted to congratulate my classmates on making it to this moment. This is a day that we've looked forward to since we were in elementary school, learning our multiplication tables. We've looked forward to it since our first high school finals week, when the struggles of our exams made us wish the next 4 years would go by as fast as possible. I don't think any of us truly realized just how fast these last 4 years would pass us by. When I started preparing this speech, I thought to myself, what would my classmates want to talk about? Perhaps your speech would be about the teachers who guided you on this journey. Or maybe you would talk about high school's most memorable moments. Both are worthy topics, and my speech would go on forever, so I decided that I would speak for only a few minutes from the heart. This class of 2024 is filled with some truly unique and interesting characters. Each and every one of you were instrumental in making these 4 years as memorable as they are. For example, Erin Potter is a person who knows how to get things done, but you don't want to catch her in the morning unless she has had her Dunkin' fix. Another fellow student is Riley Dressler. This is a guy who didn't always have the love and patience for the books, but I can assure you that he would be an asset if you were stranded on the side of the road. Sydney Raker is the girl who, well, never mind, she has an entire speech coming up next. Gavin Wonderland. I don't think I have to go on and on about how he has been an influential person in my life. P.S. Gavin, please stick to basketball, because baseball might not be your sport. Winnie Seeger. She's the first person you would look to if you needed creative help. Did you know that she produced just about every skit in our class's homecoming history? Other than our freshman year, but I won't bring that one up. And although I'm up on the stage giving this speech, everyone universally agrees that there's a guy who knows something about everything. This guy can give you the most random facts on the spot. This guy is Tanner Plemer. And although you better be prepared for a healthy dose of sarcasm. And finally, I want to thank John and Amber Freed. Although they are not classmates of mine, they are the parents who gave me my closest friend, Natalie Freed. Natalie has been my partner in crime and is the girl who most teachers know to be attached at my hip. And although I've only known Natalie since my freshman year, She has become my closest friend and someone that I have always been able to count on. It is impossible for me to explain in one speech how grateful I am to be standing here today. However, I can't take all the credit. I have had some amazing mentors who have supported me. Examples of these people include an amazing coach like Mr. Seegert. He taught me that determination and preparation are the keys to success. I've also been blessed with teachers like Mrs. Brunton and Mrs. Hutchcroft, who not only helped me reach my potential, but also showed me that school can be fun. From the New York Times games every morning with Mrs. Brunton to our relentless attempts to lure Mrs. Hutchcroft into her tangents and distract her from her carefully thought out lesson plans. And of course, this wouldn't be a graduation speech without mentioning my wonderful mom and dad. They have always been there for me no matter what. I quite literally would not be here giving this salutatorian speech if not for them. Thank you all for coming to celebrate this moment with us. I hope this speech wasn't too painful to hear, but as I mentioned earlier, I'm writing this on the bus ride home from a softball game, and I'm about ready to get off the bus. As I look around at my classmates, I can see that we're all getting off the Potosi High School bus and are now the drivers of our own future. As Coach Seegert would say, class of 2024, this ship has set sail. Thank you.
And now, Potosi High School Choir will sing Where I Go by God and Watts. Our valedictorian this year is Miss Sydney Raker. She is the daughter of Toby and Carla Raker. She is graduating with a 4.04 weighted GPA. Sydney certainly made the most of her high school career. In sports, she played volleyball and ran track. In the fine arts, she was a valued member of the choir, the band, and she participated in multiple musicals and plays. She also was a member of NHS, Student Council, SAT, FBLA, FCA, the Environmental Club, and she was a member of our FFA and our National Land Judging Team. Sydney is enrolling in UW-Stevens Point this fall, where she will major in soil and land management. Ladies and gentlemen, our valedictorian, Miss Sydney Raker.
Thank you, Mr. Oppenau. Good evening, family members, friends, and faculty. On behalf of the class of 2024, I would like to welcome you all to our graduation ceremony. It is my pleasure and has been a privilege to be standing before you on this momentous day. I would first like to start by thanking some of the people who helped to motivate me to be where I am today. To my parents, I would not have been able to reach this point without your lasting love and support. To my teachers, thank you for your guidance, teaching, and advice on both school and life, as well as for letting me vent to you during the school day. To my coaches, especially my track and field coaches, thank you for helping me build both my physical and mental strength, and pushing me to challenge myself and reach my full potential. And finally, thank you to my graduating class for being the best classmates I could ask for. Guys, we made it. If you would have told me freshman year that graduation would arrive too quickly, I would have looked you dead in the eyes and said that graduation couldn't come soon enough. However, the opposite seems to be true now. Time has flown, and I still can't believe that after today, we will be high school graduates. It seems like just yesterday, we were freshmen experiencing our first high school classes, first homecoming game, first prom, and first time being scared by Mr. Eastlick when he jumped out of his trees during homecoming week. Despite our short time here, we have accomplished a lot. We have revived our student section, a special thanks to Wynn Seegert for that, won homecoming, and survived 4 years at Potosi High. There have been many more individual accomplishments along the way, and I am proud of each and every one of you for all of them. As I sat down to write this speech, I started to think about what legacy will be left behind as the class of 2024 leaves Potosi behind. We may be remembered for our skilled Among Us playing in the front room during lunch, or for our awesome skits during homecoming and outdoor ed. But I hope that we're remembered for our friendships and laughter that we shared. Maya Angelou once said, "People will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel." Sure, we might be athletes, band and choir members, students, and club officers, but those titles will never be able to fully express who we are as individuals. We each possess qualities such as kindness, integrity, and courage, and these qualities are what we will be remembered for in the future. Keep this in mind as we move into the next chapter. As we move towards the future, I urge everyone to continue to be involved, but focus even more on the person you are and the person you want to become. Live your lives to the fullest and make a difference in people's lives, and find a purpose. The future may be scary, but as a wise lion named Mufasa once said, "You must believe in yourself, and there will come a day when others will have no choice but to believe with you." Thank you.
We are continuing the tradition we started a few years ago by inviting back a Potosi graduate who not only embraces the character and values of our community, that has gone on to excel by exhibiting these qualities and characteristics in his personal life. This year we are honored that Colonel Eric Flesch is willing and able to be here to address our graduates. He is a Potosi High School graduate of the class of 1991. While in high school, Eric participated in FBLA, VICA, track, football, and the school musical. After graduating from high school, Eric joined the Army and rose from the enlisted ranks to a senior officer with multiple combat peacekeeping and humanitarian assistance deployments. His military career spanned over many of our Defense Department's most elite units, including the Army Rangers, Joint Special Operations Task Force, and the 82nd Airborne Division's Global Response Force. Eric earned his Bachelor of Science in Management and Marketing from the University of Missouri. He earned a master's degree from Webster University in Human Resource Management and a master's degree from the Army War College in Strategic Studies. Eric's parents are Doug and Marianne Flesh. Please welcome Colonel Eric Flesh.
Good evening, Potosi and class of 2024. Congratulations and thank you for letting me help celebrate this great achievement with you. A special thanks to Mr. Kurt Cohen and Mr. Mike Uppinall for inviting me. Just a few weeks ago, Mr. Mike Uppinall shot me a text to confirm I'd be here. I was in Germany. And I told him, don't worry, I'll be back in the U.S. and I'll send him all the info he needed in a week. But I also noticed that the last text he sent was about a year prior, asking if I would like to be a commencement speaker. And I replied, well, I'm in Kuwait. But don't worry, I'll be back the following year and I would be honored. Now believe me, I never thought a principal would ever call and ask me to come back and speak to a class. But even more so, I never thought if someone did reach out, I would be in Europe or the Middle East. Because when I was in high school here in Potosi, I had never even been on a flight before. Never gotten on an airplane. So, class of 2024, I want to speak with you this evening. Even though the podium faces out this way, I really want to talk with you. So please, turn a little bit over here. And hopefully, because I know you're not going to remember who I am, but maybe a few things I say will be absorbed, and maybe even subconsciously will stick with you. And hopefully, later, it'll help you with some choices and inspire one path or another. Mr. Uppinall asked me to wear my uniform, probably one last time as I finish up in the military. But I'm not here to try to recruit you all. However, I do want to congratulate Wyatt Udeholman, who has volunteered to serve. Less than 17% of our population is even qualified. And less than 1% will ever wear the uniform and serve this country, so thank you. It's not for everyone, but some of you later may see it as an opportunity, and a path that works for you. All right, where's Mara and Sydney? All right, great speeches. Salutatorian, valedictorian, wow. It takes a lot of work. Guess what? I was nowhere near as smart as either of you, maybe made the honor roll a semester or two. All right, now I know Caden and Roman, where are you at? Yeah, I spoke to your fathers out front, and guess what? I played ball with them, and I was not even close to as good an athlete as they were either. But still, somehow, I still made it to a Division I out-of-state university and graduated with a double major. And like my friends and college classmates that were from all different states, in big cities like St. Louis, Miami, Dallas, I made it. So I wasn't my class top scholar, and I wasn't the top athlete in my class. And I came from a little town that didn't even have a traffic light. But guess what? I did just fine. And I believe each of you, regardless of your class rank or status, have the ability to achieve great things. I believe in you because of the faculty here, and importantly, your friends and family that got you this far. As far as I'm concerned, you 21 are some of the nation's finest high school graduates. In the nation? What? that crazy? Now, just a couple years ago, I commanded the largest basic training brigade in the whole Department of Defense. So a few thousand young folks in and out every week. Now, all of them didn't graduate, but I think I was responsible for training and putting out about 38,000 new soldiers. So I saw a few young folks come out of high school and try to do things. And what I saw was, with a great work ethic, being a good teammate, and being grounded in good values, those individuals rose to the top. And these were all individuals that built resiliency in little places like Potosi. I'm sure most of you may have heard of the war going on in Ukraine. So maybe some of you heard about the U.S. Javelin anti-tank weapon system that helped defeat the initial wave of the Russian tanks. But did you know it was a Potosi High School grad who commanded the unit that fielded and trained the Ukrainians? What about a few years prior? Do you remember when the Moab, the big bomb, dropped in Afghanistan? It was nicknamed the mother of all bombs, the largest non-nuclear ordnance ever employed. Now, it was dropped for the enemies in tunnels in Afghanistan, but it was really a message to their neighbors in Russia, China, and Iran. Would it surprise you to know that the chief of staff of that unit sat where you sit today? I mention these things because on my graduation day, if someone would have said to my classmates or I, we would influence history and impact world events, I would say, yeah, right, have another. What's that guy smoking? Well, guess what? No different than me, each of you have the potential to influence the world and make history. I know it because you have the right foundation, built right here, just like myself. I don't know if it'll be through the military, or if it'll be through politics, maybe a new invention, maybe a life-saving technique, but you'll have an impact, and your nation is counting on it. I'm asking you to do something that's believe in yourself. Know that you're ready for what life brings you. Explore and try things outside your comfort zone. Travel. Go have an impact somewhere. Or bring a little Potosi culture and value to them. Or go visit a place and bring your experiences back here and impact the next generation. But I'm asking you to physically go do it. I don't mean through your fingertips on a screen. Okay? Actually travel. The class of 2024, I'm so proud to have you as my fellow alumni of Potosi High School. Congratulations, and go make history.
Keeping with our tradition of a senior dedication, this time we will have the senior video.
Show the world the warmth of your smile. But more shaking hands, the crowds in the stands went wild. We were the kings and the queens, and they read off our names. The night you danced like you knew our lives would never be the same. You held your head like a hero on a history book page. It was the end of a decade, but the start of an age. Long live the walls we crashed through. How the kingdom lights shine just for me and you. I was screaming, long live all the magic we made, and bring all the pretenders. One day we will be remembered. I said, remember this feeling. I passed the pictures around of all the years that we stood there on the sidelines, wishing for right now. We are the kings and the queens. You traded your baseball cap for a crown when they gave us our trophies, and we held them up for our town. And the cynics were outraged, screaming, this is absurd. 'Cause for a moment a band of thieves in ripped up jeans got to rule the world. Long live the walls we crashed through. How the kingdom lights shine just for me and you. I was screaming, long live all the magic we made, and bring all the pretenders. I'm not afraid. Long live all the mountains we moved. I had the time of my life fighting dragons with you. I was screaming, long live that look on your face, and bring all the pretenders. One day we will be remembered. Hold on to spinning around confetti. Falls to the ground, leave these memories are take a moment.
Potosi School Board, friends and family, on behalf of the School District of Potosi, I certify that these students have completed all requirements of the School District of Potosi and the state of Wisconsin. Mr. Cohen and the Potosi Board of Education, I will now present to you the graduating class of 2024.
On behalf of the School District of Potosi, its Board of Education, administration, and staff, we now accept the graduating class of 2024.
Tyson John Buss. Jaden Martin Capps. Catherine Eileen Cooley. Riley John Dressler. Natalie Ann Freed. Roman Leroy Frederick. Ezra Zachary Groom. Chase Edward Lee. Marina Kanduchu. Rihanna May Pink. Tanner Michael Kleemer. Aaron Lee Cobbin. Sydney Marie Ricker. Autumn Leanne Reiner. Wynn Gloria Seegert. Wyatt Scott Uloven. Mara Drazen Vogelsberg. Caden Michael Walsh. Austin James White. Wonderland. William David Yeager. As we arrive at the end of the ceremony, I want to thank all of you for attending tonight. A big thanks to the senior class advisors, Ms. Hutchcroft, Mrs. Brunton, and Mr. Lynn for all their work. We couldn't have done it without you. Thank you to Colonel Eric Flesch for speaking to our graduates. Great speech. A special thank you for all behind-the-scenes work to Jamie Pierce, Keith Owen, Tammy Jo Taylor, Debbie Lightfried, Chris Chaster, Sarah Davis, and anyone else who has contributed in one way or another. We appreciate all your help and assistance in planning and organizing for tonight's ceremony. Graduates, it's been my privilege and an honor to have been able to serve you and your families the last 4 years. I can only hope that I've affected your lives as much as you've affected mine. I want to thank you for showing the underclassmen that doing things the right way will get you noticed more than doing things the wrong way. Your leadership all year was second to none. I don't know if I've ever been more proud of a group of young men and women. So congratulations to you. It is your time and your future. Make the most of it. Do not look backwards. Look forward. Stay positive. Work hard. And believe the best is yet to come. I truly wish all of you the very best. Just a quick note to everyone here that the receiving lines will be on both sides of the cafeteria. So please make your way out there after the graduates exit. At this time, Mr. Cohen will close out the ceremony. Graduates, please stand.
Now is the time for the turning of the tassels. Graduates of the class of 2024, on behalf of the Potosi Board of Education and the law of regulations of the state of Wisconsin, I now declare you graduates of Potosi High School. Please, at this time, turn your tassels from right to left.